Where are the slimes at?
Do you have an idea on how indie anime creators can market their shows? Because I've been hearing that a lot. Hmm. Honestly, slap it everywhere. Same thing as creating content. Birdie's right here. He's kind of telling me, helping me out, get videos, try other mediums, himself included. He's doing it and he's getting positive results. Positive results. You have to get it out. And I know it sounds daunting because everything's ruled by the algorithm and it's kind of sucks. Oh god dang it. Okay, but here, look. This is what I mean. Birdie, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I would say find the niche. Every indie show already does that to a degree. Find your audience. Find out what grabs your attention. Slap up the videos, the clips, Instagram, Tumblr, MySpace, whatever, you name it. Get those clips up, get them around, get into the indie spirit because, like how I think if you know, we have the daily or the yearly indie animation day. Get in there, contact with people, talk to people. If you need voices, ask for the free people that love to do this for fun. Get some names behind if you have the money, and it'll slowly pick up its steam. It won't blow up like some shows, like how we want it to blow up, but it'll get there slowly but surely. And if not, which is a reality, at least you know that you did your part to get your show out. You know.
Sounds about right.
But you have to start, like because like a lot of the shows that I find, it's just a YouTube algorithm saying, "Oh, you're watching indie. Check this out." That's how I find them. And then, they have like what, 1,000 views, a couple hundred. Some of them have a lot more, but they're not, hell of a boss big, Has Been Hotel big. But it doesn't help not doing those clips, not doing, hitting. You could even hit up people to say, hey, you talk about indie, you can check this out. And like nowadays, it goes both ways.
Yeah, like a lot of devs hit me up. They see what I do on my channel, and then they give me like they hit up my. So I have my email on my gaming channel, and they send me emails. So I have context. I have two emails. I have one where I go actively seeking game keys, and I have another email where it's on my YouTube. So whenever I get emails from my YouTube, I know that, okay, these are people contacting me versus these are people I contacted. So I have it separated. So having your email on your page, if you're doing YouTube, that way people who want to, hey, can I critique your stuff? And then they can email you and talk behind the, private walls. And then you want to release your stuff. I have a lot of devs who hit me up on Twitter who DM me like, hey, our game's coming out. Would you like to check out the demo? Hey, my friend's doing a Necrophysis. Their buddy's doing a 2D platformer kind of game, and they shouted out their buddy, and they hit me up because I enjoyed Necrophysis. They saw what I did for there. I made content for it. I did a video. I did clips, shorts. So they're like, hey, my buddy's making this game. Could you check it out? And I'm like, okay. So I checked it out. I made a video on the demo, and there you go. Building those relationships where it's like a friend of a friend can help a friend, and constantly like DMs on Twitter showing interest in other people that are interested in your stuff. And it's just that infinite loop of, sure, I get it. You're not big, but eventually you will be to the point where people ask you for your opinion or ask if they can critique you. If you're the deliverer, then they'll ask for your content. If you're the consumer, they want a place where they can keep up. Pick a social media of your preference, make a Discord so people have a place to congregate and talk about the future of whatever you're doing or just similar interests. The more people can get from you as a human, then they'll be more attached to the personality behind the animations. And then there'll be like, they'll have more reason to invest in said product or said person or personality or channel because they have more of a multiple reasons tacked on as to why they like the overall thing that you're creating. So don't think too much about the, oh no, I'm small, or oh no, I'm fresh, or I'm so behind. Don't think about that. Uh, that is what we use the algorithm for, to boost us. That basically you can jump weeks, months, years in terms of self promotion, and you can catch up to some of these other people that are already doing it. So never worry too much about, oh, but I'm behind, or the negatives. Focus on what is what you are able to take control of. And once you get it down to a T of, oh, if I hit up Omega, I'm guaranteed he's gonna check out my indie stuff because that's what he does. You built that relationship. Then Omega will go out of his way. He's building rapport with other people. He will shout you out, and boom, you just multiplied one conversation into multiple avenues because you knew someone who was interested in your product. So finding more similar people like that might help you in the long run than finding, let's say, a big name who's going to be like, oh yeah, this is cool, check it out guys, and then moving on, and they never come back to your second episode or third episode. Focusing on those relationships that might actually grow with you will help you out and de-stress majority of the negatives you're probably thinking in your head. It's kind of what we've been doing. Whether it's gaming or indie, it's possible. I like helping out indie devs. Omega likes helping out indie animation. We shook hands and decided, hey, we promote each other, get each other up, and then we promote those things and get those up. Boom. Just because we're not the same medium doesn't mean we gotta, oh, you do that? I do gaming? No, it's, oh, you do content too and you're promoting the small guy? I do that too. Let's do it together and promote it in our own way and boost each other up instead of knock each other down. And then if you want, we can add you to that list too of, hey, promote this, check out this animation. We just got done watching it and this is how we feel about it, you know, like just things like that that just keep going and going.
You gotta do it. Get more eyeballs in, get more humans to check it out. And look, to be fair, like, think about it. What's better? Having somebody who's like Mr. Beast talk about your show, that'll probably be, I mean, it'll get you views, don't get me wrong about that, but people know it's
audience?
probably not genuine. They might also question, you know,
the validity.
Exactly. Is it just gonna pay promotion? And not to say because he's that big, you know, that kind of comes to the territory. But like, is he genuine with it? Is he like, oh, I actually do like this a lot, you know? Or is he just like talking out his ass? Or would you rather trust somebody? I mean, not saying I should be trusted, you know. You always want to have a grain of salt, but like, I have nothing to gain. I enjoy shows. If I don't enjoy shows, I'll say it. But I know that some people can still love it. Like, somebody will still say this is their favorite thing, you know. So I can speak from my heart made of goo and tell you my honest thoughts and see what might capture your fancy. It'll be way more genuine. And you know, maybe it's a little bit trying to get over Mr. Beast, but I think genuine responses, genuine talks will do a lot more. How would I rate Monkey Wrench marketing for the show? I'd say they're like a solid 7-8 in my opinion. Because for them, for example, they have clips, they have merch. People talk about the show. There's conversation going on about the show. And it is there. The only sad thing is, like how we've talked about before, the show isn't mainstream. It's not what the current culture loves, you know? Everybody loves making fun of God. Everybody loves taking the extra thing, a bit of over sexualization, some dumb stuff here and there, and kind of like turn your brain off. Now, is that fine here and there? Of course, but you've already heard me and Barry talk about it. We like that, but we also like when things can take their time and things make you absorb what's going on, and you can appreciate those stories. That's also just as good, if not better, because haha, dick joke here, lol, look, there's dicks everywhere. And then whiplash to, oh no, somebody's pregnant, my story. And it's like, wait, what? You know? You gotta have some continuity, my guy. And then
So
put that to Monkey Wrench, it's just too niche in that regard. Like,
yeah, like be
it's
reasonable.
It's too slow for what's popular, if that makes sense. That's how I would say it.
Yeah, be reasonable with what you're trying to gain, and you will be rewarded. Like, for example, no one cared about The Thing until Halloween came out, and everyone was like, oh, I want to check out what, John Carpenter's whole discography is. So let me go back to his past and see what movies he made. And then they realized, oh, he did The Thing. Then out of nowhere, all the niche horror YouTubers and movie lovers were like, this was actually pretty good. We should reflect on it. And they did their synopsis and theories and everything on that video. No one cared about The Thing at all until Halloween came out. And I was like, how many years later? So your first indie
That was
project.
like we were in like 2010s.
Yeah.
A plant goes over here.
Yeah.
Where
And
is the
like
plant?
being reasonable and realizing that your first animation might not pop off. You might have a animation down the line if you continue doing what you enjoy that might pop off, and people might want to reflect on your history and then check, oh wait, he did these too, and then those might pop off because that's how the algorithm works.
That's also a better pill to swallow, because that is that's a factual thing, and I can say that with like Pork by the Sea, for example. Really great show, great premise, great everything. Just missing that extra oomph, that extra push, that extra or action, maybe something was missing to give it that staying power, and it just didn't. But you can go watch Pork by the Sea right now, and it's really good. It's flawed, but it's just really, it's got something missing. And they did Twitter, they had people shouted out, indie animation, he had podcast, he had a book, for crying out loud, that I missed. And people bought out. Like, he had stuff going on. But it just happens. Just doesn't have it. And it's sad. It is. And he's still trying. He's still trying to get his show to get somewhere. But yeah, Birdie's 100% right. It's just how the beast goes, you know. What about Dark Harvest marketing? Honestly, I would say that one's lacking. I didn't see Dark Harvest marketing a lot. And I can say the same thing for, like, Welcome to Hell. Although, to be fair, these aren't like trying to be super big, super modern, in your face, mainstream pieces. They feel more like passion projects. And I know every indie show can be said as is a passion project, but they have that care and love to where it's probably a 1-man, 5-man army behind the scene, and they're just doing what they can, balancing life, work, and working on the project. So we get them like once a year, A good example is Dark Harvest. We get that like once every 2 years, it looks like. So you're not gonna expect like oh, by the way, guys, here's the clips, here's videos, here's this and that. Here's all this stuff to like blow it up, if you will. They'll probably do a few posts, but marketing, it could use a bit more help. So that way it gets that extra oomph. But it's understandable, if that makes sense. Could they make it more? I mean, of course they could, but they're focusing more on making their quality first. You know, marketing, giving that out there is just not, you know.
It's one of the hardest things.
Okay, can somebody help me get this vase, by the way? I know where it goes, but it's annoying as hell.
Oh man, it goes in the tower, right?
Yeah.
And that's far. Hold on, I'm eating all this.
Oh no, go right ahead. There's so much meat. That's me poor by see. Yeah, and even you can tell like that. I would have enjoyed if they got more. I think I deserve Albert here. I can't watch the Dark Hours of the Pendant Project. And the kid wants to, yeah. We've read his posts. Yeah, you can tell those are look projects. So that's why, like, I'm not gonna say, wow, this show's terrible because there's no ad marketing, you know? Like, that's not fair. Or, like, dock points from it, you know? I think marketing is going to be hard for everybody, myself
We're still
included,
in that one room.
because and
the
this,
chest
and
and
this goes for anybody, everybody almost, because like I still find more projects for indie, my dude. Every day or 2 days at the max, I will post more projects in my channel. I have a
This script doesn't even go here, right?
like, that's what it is, man. There's just so much, but people will see it.